Von Miller joins us on behalf of Old Spice. See some of the new commercials this week, offering a gifting set of Smell Ya in the Backfield kits featuring Old Spice's new invisible spray antiperspirant, sending them to opposing quarterbacks and running backs. He's Von Miller, the Broncos linebacker. Are you really sending some of this to opposing quarterbacks and running backs, Von?
Yeah, I just want to make sure, guys on the other side of the ball, smell as good as I do when I'm chasing them around. So, I sent the smell in the backfield package to, opposing quarterbacks and, running backs on other teams. I like doing stuff for other guys. So, I felt like this would be great too, teaming up with Old Spice.
What quarterback don't you like? Like, just don't like him at all?
I don't know, man. I like all quarterbacks. Honestly, I feel like I should have been a quarterback. So it's like, when I'm out there on the football field, I feel like we have this bond. I feel like I'm a quarterback at heart. I feel like that's why I get, as many sacks as I do, and that's why I play the way I play. Is that I kind of think like a quarterback. To be the quarterback, you got to think like one. And I feel like I'm a quarterback, so we just have this bond. Maybe I'm just going down the wrong trail here, but I feel like I'm a quarterback at heart, so I got a bond with a lot of quarterbacks. I like all quarterbacks.
Could you play quarterback in the NFL?
I feel like I could, especially with Coach McCoy and Coach and Coach VJ coaching us. I feel like I could definitely. We got great quarterbacks coaches here. Coob's son is here. I see him working with the quarterbacks all the time. I feel like, if I had those guys coaching me, I could be a great quarterback in the National League too.
Wait, well, what kind of arm you got? Are you going to be an option quarterback, or are you going to throw? Are you going to be like Brady in the pocket?
No, I throw the ball. In the National Football League, you got to be able to run too. That wouldn't be my strong point. I think if you saw me throw the ball and you saw the way I, go to my reads, you'll be impressed. I'm, like I said, I'm a quarterback at heart. I watch quarterbacks. I'm pretty good Peyton impression when I drop back with my arm and stuff. So I feel like at heart, I can really play quarterback.
He's Von Miller, the Broncos linebacker, joining us on behalf of Old Spice. What was the welcome back celebration like with Brock Osweiler?
It was dope, to have Brock's energy, back in the locker room was amazing. I didn't want to see him leave in the first place, but when he went to Houston, I thought he was going to have a great year, especially with DeAndre Hopkins and all the weapons he had over there. It just didn't work out for him. He went to the Browns and it didn't work out there. So to have him back, the Denver Broncos is amazing. It feels like 2015 again. So we had a lot of great success that year. It was wonderful for us that year. So to have that energy back in the locker room is amazing. Did you watch any college football over the weekend? I was at the Texas A&M UCLA game. I was there for the first half. So in my mind, when I left, the game was over with. So in my mind, we won that game.
Aren't you glad you didn't stay for the second half?
It's just this is how things work. I had to come back to Denver. I had practice at 6:45 the next morning, so I had to leave anyway. I had to get out of there. I had a flight at
oh man,
I had a flight at 8. I had a flight at 8 o'clock, so I ran by the hotel, grabbed my stuff, and when I got on the plane, I'm checking the score for the game, and it said we lost. And I asked him what else I lost. Well, we were just he was like, yeah, we lost, and I just started going through the highlights and stuff. And, the quarterback for UCLA, he just had a great day. We got a lot of young guys on our team too, a lot of young talented guys. And, it just happens like that in the National Football League. We've been able to come back and win before, and that was just one of the games that we lost yesterday.
How do you feel about T.J. Ward now playing for the Buccaneers?
I like T.J. But what happened to T.J. One day it's gonna happen to 95% of us. In the National Football League. That's just part of it. When you got a 23-year-old Will Parks and a 23-year-old Justin Simmons, and you got a young rookie coming in from Miami and Carter. All of these guys had They had great preseasons. They had Justin Simmons and Will Parks had great seasons last year. When you got those guys coming in, and it makes it hard for guys to make decisions on players like TJ. It was unfortunate, but it's going to happen to 95% of us. It happened to Peyton Manning. So you just got to keep moving. I'm happy and I'm excited for TJ. He went to a great team with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got a pretty good, not a pretty good. They got an excellent defense over there with Gerald McCoy and Brent Grimes and Quan Alexander and all of these other pieces that they have on all different levels. So I think he'll be able to add to that, and it's going to be great.
What do you do better than J.J. Watt?
I do everything on defense. So JJ, he's great. Running the ball. He's great against run defense. He's not only great, he's elite at run defense. He's elite at rushing the passer. He's elite at his effort on the football field. He's elite at batting down balls. I do everything from sideline to sideline. Coverage. Run defense. Rushing the passer. Whatever's asking me to do on the defensive ball, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, JJ, that's one of my best friends. You can't get a negative comment out of me about JJ Watt. I like I like JJ Watt as a whole. I got a jersey in my locker. I got a jersey in my basement right now, and from JJ, and it's like in the prime position in the man cave.
Ooh.
And he just wrote. We swapped jerseys, and he wrote like this note on my jersey, and it talks about going to Afghanistan. We went to Afghanistan together for the USO tour and some of the stuff that we did. So, JJ is one of my favorite players on and off the football field. So you can't get any comment from me about JJ. I love JJ.
How many quarterback jerseys do you have in your man cave?
I got a couple. I got a Andy Dalton. I got a Ryan Tannehill. I got a Peyton Manning, of course. I got a Drew Brees, and I got a Phillip Rivers jersey.
Oh, nice.
And I got a Cam Newton jersey. This was earlier though. This was before like Super Bowl 50. I got a Cam Newton jersey. I got a Cam Newton jersey from my second year in the league.
Since you're joining us on behalf of Old Spice, you can tell me the smelliest player in the league is who? What is the guard from the Oakland Raiders? Gabe. I forgot his last name. We just got a new deal. Yeah, he's great. He's great. But one time when we played him last year, I think it was when we played him, we went to Oakland and lost. Somehow he ended up on top of me, so that's never good at all. But I got up and I was like, "Bro, you smell." So I got to make sure I send some Old Spice. Gabe Jackson.
Gabe Jackson, that is him. When he ended up on top of me last year when we played in Oakland, which is not good at all.
Well, we just gave him a nickname. It's Gabe Funky Jackson.
I mean, he does get funky with all the defensive tackles. He's a great player, but I was like, man, that's definitely not a position you want to be in. That's my guy. That's my guy, though.
Von Miller, more you can see his commercials, Old Spice, and Smell You in the Backfield kits, and he's ready to send those out to the opposing quarterbacks, running backs, and the offensive line of the Oakland Raiders. Von, always great to talk to you. Good luck in the upcoming season.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys.
All right. That's Von Miller.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.